What is going on, congregation? Welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be a little quick one today. So let's get started. So the new 2K game trailer preview. I thought it was pretty cool. There were some sneak peeks of the gameplay in there. A little bits of new animation. I thought that was pretty interesting. The biggest thing that I took from it was the Kyrie size up. That used to be a park size up only last year, and this year looks like we're gonna be able to use some of those fancy dribble moves inside of the My Career the entire year, not only in the All-Star game. I don't know how many of you guys actually got into the All-Star game or just stopped playing My Career altogether last year, but once you got to the All-Star game in the what's it called? The Rookie Showcase, or not the Rookie Showcase, but you know what I'm talking about. But that in the actual All-Star game, you could use park dunks, park celebrations, park size ups. You could do all that stuff inside of the All-Star game. So that was, or All-Star weekend, I should say. So that was pretty cool to me. I played that, I could say at least 4 times, because man, it's a nice breath of fresh air when you're just grinding My Career just to get to 95, and once you get to All-Star game, it's probably one of the most fun things for me, at least, is being able to use those park dunks when you're on a fast break. That was pretty lit. So I asked some people on Twitter what they thought of the new 2K preview, and one of my I won't say colleagues, but somebody I know on Twitter, Hoodie Trey, I'll put his link down in the description, on Twitter. He said, I asked him, what do you think about the apparent park dribble moves that you can do in My Career? He said if it's in My Career games, it would be pretty fire. And then he also was telling me about he had a question about Zion, how he's actually going to play in game. He seems like he's going to be overpowered, and I kind of agree with him, because by the look of things, he's already 91, and I feel like his contact dunk and his blow-bys are going to be way overpowered than we have seen before in past 2Ks. And then he went over to say he was wondering where John Moran is and RJ Barrett are, because they were some highlighted rookies and they haven't been showed at all in this game so far. So maybe over the next couple of weeks we'll see some more of them inside of the inside of the trailers upcoming. So that's a big question too. I wonder where they're at, because they're like the focal point of the new teams that they're on. So, and then we go on to talk about if you notice Curry when he's off balling, it looks like off ball is no longer you have to use a D-pad. It looks like there's actual dribble moves that you can, not dribble moves. There's actual presets that you can use when you're off balling. So instead of doing the stupid, or using D-pad and you go back and forth, you could actually just to point out, anybody else see that 3 this dude just made? I'm sorry, but that was ridiculous. But that's besides the point. It looks like you can have juke moves when you don't have the ball in your hand this year, or this coming year, so that you can actually, be effective off ball and not have to cheese your way through the game. So it looks like they may have addressed the gameplay cheese, air quotes, that was in the game last year, and it's going to be a little bit better than it was the year before. So I'm happy to see that was improved. So that's a plus for me, in my opinion. And then he goes on, the last thing I asked a question about was the emotes. And then he says he's happy to see about the Rock the Baby Russell Westbrook emote. And what's it, Bradley Beal, the face he makes when someone called him trash. I'm really excited to put those on my player inside of Park this year and inside of My Career. That's gonna be fun to use. But if you also noticed in one of the videos, I think it's when Westbrook is dunking, or it might be somebody else, I don't know. But he's wearing a headband with man, people call it the ninja headband, but Ninja didn't make that headband famous. But I'll use it for the sake of example. But he's wearing one of those headbands, so it looks like there's gonna be new clothing inside of the new clothing apparel inside of the game. So that's nice to see. And yeah, if you just saw that, I kind of just got shifted just a little bit, but like I always say, it is what it is. I'll get him back. So, you see that green though? I know you saw the green. Yeah, that's a pure slasher pulling up like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I told you, it hit Ultra Instinct when I got that wheel spin. So that's pretty cool. But back to the subject. The emotes, the apparel, that's all cool. So I'm like, getting a little bit more excited for this year's 2K. I'm not one of those people who think that every year the game's trash, and then after the next year goes by, they go back and say, oh man, the last year's game was way better than this game. No, I try to keep it consistent, but I'm kind of excited for this year's game. I hope they cut down the microtransactions altogether. Because, man, they've been really bad the past couple years. So, I watched it pull up. Break. Okay, I thought I made that one. My bad. But I hope the game's going to be a little bit better. The microtransactions, like I said. But the main question I have for you guys today is, why is it that every year everybody complains about 2K and they go ahead and buy it again? Like, if you really don't like the game, just stop playing it, and so we don't have to hear you complain every year about how, oh, this game's trash, man. Why are you even here, man? This game is poorly run. It's not poorly run. It's just the company itself, Take-Two Entertainment or whatever it is, doesn't want to put the money towards the developers. The developers are really good. You can tell by the movement. It's not EA. At least we're not playing NBA Live. We're stuck with that game every single year. They actually put some effort into the game, but you know, that's just me. And you see we lose off of that Rogue 3 because you just want to play up on them, man. That was retarded. But you know what it is that it is. If you saw on the scoreboard, you know I'm the one who missed a shot, so I guess you say it's my fault. But you know, it is what it is. If you guys ever want to talk to me, interact with me, follow me on Twitter. You can DM me. It's always open, or at me. I'm Reverend Raby, and I'm out, man.